Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is your boy Markomatik. I've been a very busy guy. Besides working and all, and taking care of a kid, and me and my fiance been doing really well with it. You know, my son about to be 2 years old in July. It's crazy how time flies. Anyway, back to the subject. I know a lot of you guys have been playing Tom Clancy's The Division, either on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. It's very awesome. I got to play a lot of it the past couple of days. I'm hooked. Thank you, Ubisoft and Massive, for making such an awesome game. This is a knockout of the park. But for those who are new to the division, I wanted to help you guys out as far as survival tips for the division. I was looking up on Forbes.com. The contributor name is Paul Tassi. Paul wrote that Division is a unique release in the sense that the press only started playing the game yesterday at the earliest. There should be no reviews out today. I don't care what nobody say. If this game does not get anything higher than the 8.5, something is wrong. The game is awesome. Got stumped there for a second. Now, in defense, some of these tips, which is going to be 20 of them, okay? I'm going to go through them real fast, that he thought may help y'all out, and I figured I would share with the world, okay? One, this is a marathon, not a sprint. There's very little point in flying through the game at light speed unless you're some sort of Twitch superstar, such as me, but I'm not going to run through it like that. This is a note for the press as well, who will be racing to complete the game to cover it due to a lack of early review copies. 2, talk to both JTF officers and scan maps and bases to get the full spectrum of side missions and events that are around the area. Now, some people seem to only be doing one or the other and missing a fair amount of missions as a result. So you need to talk to your JTF officers and scan the maps. They usually help you get events and missions. Duly noted. 3, the best way to get in the game get the in-game cosmetic gear is to give food and water to random civilians. They will be wandering around, and your HUD will let you know that they're in need. So if you see somebody come up to you, just give them whatever they want, and you should get an item in return. 4, if you're running out of room in your backpack but don't want to destroy or sell stuff, put your attachments on guns, even ones you're not using. You can cram 4 to 5 items into one that way. So pretty much attach everything to your guns, even if you're not using them. Don't be afraid, well, this is number 5, don't be afraid to swap gun sets mid-missions or mid-exploration. The game only lets you use 2 at a time. But remember that between light machine guns, assault rifles, snipers, shotguns, SMGs, they all use different ammo. So if you're low on 1 or 2, you can just switch it up and press on. Duly noted, because you can be running a lot out of ammo. But on that note, if it don't come up later on, there's a lot of ammo boxes that's around during missions. You just have to find them and restock on ammo. That helps too. Number 6, you can upgrade the pieces of the base wings out of order. In a few cases, don't forget to upgrade the smaller ones, which give you perks and talents. which are easy to unlock, um, which is easy to overlook, sorry, and were not talked about much in the beta. So try to upgrade pieces of the base, wings. Most like that, they have a medic, detect, and security. Try to upgrade them as much as possible. It helps build a stronger base of operations, and it makes your job a whole lot easier, trust me. 7, the sniper isn't just for sniping. While it may be tempting to always scope sniper rifles and go for killer headshots, they're actually quite useful in firefights, as even a body shot will decimate many AI enemies. And you can hit those shots fairly easily without bothering to use the scope. I do a lot of no scopes on that game. So you can use the scope or not, but either way you can get a headshot. Really good. You just gotta have that precision aiming. You feel me? So now number 8. GPS is often misleading. That line that leads to your mission destination will get you there eventually, but often fails to acknowledge that there are usually shortcuts that can get you there faster. As you learn the map, you'll find more of them, but if the GPS often seems like a backwards way to get somewhere, that's because it often is. It works like any other GPS, like the Garmin's, for example. No, I tell you that Garmin's are good. Like the TomTom navigations, if y'all never fooled with one, it'll take you on detours. So just know the map really well, and you should have no problem getting to your destination. 9, use the travel between cover system frequently during firefights. If you're in cover and stand up and sprint to different cover, you would take much more damage than you would if you use the system where you hold down a button and advance to the next piece of cover. This is especially necessary because there's no crouch button, which was kind of a bummer. I wanted a crouch button, but it's alright. I'm cool without it. And it also lets you sneak up on enemies better than just walking or sprinting normally. So use the cover system. It's quite similar to Deus Ex if you ever played that. So just stealth around and then go for the shot. That's what I would do. Alright, number 10. We halfway there. Don't forget about your specialty items. It's easy to forget that as you play, you will acquire special ammo or grenades. These can make those tough fights against yellow bar boss enemies a lot easier. So don't be like me and hoard them all indefinitely. So please keep your specialty items for a rainy day. 11. In hostage rescues, there is almost always a chest with valuables inside the hostage room after you free them. Don't miss it. Also, check around near where any boss enemies are, as sometimes there are chests there as well. So pretty much just look around for chests. If you want to get better items, it's the only way. You just have to look. 12. Double tap the weapon switch button to bring up the pistol quickly. I swear the game was telling me to hold the button down, which doesn't work. Well, it never told me that. I don't know. It may have told Paul that, but Paul it told me to double tap the Y button. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? 13. All vendors have different stock from one another. This is true in the various base and safe houses around the normal map, but also in the dark zone. Make a full rotation every so often to see what's available, as the stock will shift over time. So, you know, vendors always got different stuff. It's similar to Destiny. If you ever played Destiny, just think of it that way, and you'll see what I'm talking about. 14. Do not hoard tons of Dark Zone cash. I would advise saving up for individual pieces of purple gear rather than shooting straight for the 3K or so you need to buy legendary weapons. You put yourself at a huge risk if you're constantly saving too much Dark Zone cash, as you will lose a ton being killed by AI or players, and it's often very hard to get it back. So spend your Dark Zone cash wisely and save it up for the purple gear, pretty much. 15, almost done. Don't trust anyone in the Dark Zone. I mean, you can if you want, but it's your funeral. If you do decide to hang around individual strangers, make sure they're a lower level than you, so you'll at least have a prayer of fending off an ambush. If you see a group of 3 approaching you and you're by yourself, run, unless you're some kind of Rambo division agent with amazing gear and phenomenal reflexes. Just run. Think of real life. Just run. There's no way you can kill 3 people and you're the only one. Gotta be smart. 16. Don't be the first guy to extract gear from a helicopter. There's always going to be a risk whenever you go, but if you just mosey on out there as soon as it arrives and there are people standing around, you are making yourself a pretty huge target because everybody goes for the helicopter. Trust me. 17. Don't forget that everything has matchmaking. This is not Destiny. You can matchmake for challenge missions in the regular map, or for Dark Zone exploring, or for just mucking around. You will find matchmaking at bases. 18. If you're scared of Dark Zone, replay the story missions on harder difficulties. It's a good way to rack up some pretty solid gear and a lot of XP and currency. I do recommend matchmaking with other players to make it go faster, even if it's not required. You will wish someone was there to revive you, as some of those missions get pretty tough on hard mode. 19. Don't shoot dogs. Just don't, you monster. I don't know. I don't know who would shoot dogs, honestly. Unless you just really hate dogs. But, ever since Dog Meat on Fallout, I love all dogs. And last but not least, 20, share the load. Soon enough, you're probably going to find enough loot that you fill your stash and your backpack. Keep in mind that, yes, you can create multiple characters in the game, and even if there aren't classes, I have a hunch that dedicated players are going to have multiple heroes soon enough. If you're running out of space, make a mule and come back and level them later so you can build your own personal squad of division ass kickers. Interesting. But that's all I got for now. But I want people to know I'm really having fun with this game. It's pretty awesome. There's so much more you can do, and there's more to come. So just stay tuned. I'm about to get on the division right now and play. So I got my Rainbow Six gear because I am a Siege dude. So, I'm Tom Clancy fan all the way. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. The love, I daily, emotionally feel it. That y'all do care about what I say. Or not, it don't matter, it's cool. But the division is out. If you haven't played it, cop it. Get your friends on, join it, and let's take over New York, fellas. My name is Mark, a.k.a. Markomatik. You see, I got my bats back there watching my back, so y'all got a problem, go holler at him. I'll see y'all on Xbox Live. Y'all can add me, Markomatik. Let's get it on. Everybody have a blessed Thursday. And thank God it's not Friday yet. Peace.